Hey everyone, this is the dude from the Dinosaur and the Dude, kicking off a new episode uh, for all of you to enjoy. And that's the big thing that we are striving for in every episode that we bring. It's just the dinosaur and I going just off the top of the dome. Guys, we flow from topic to topic, just depending on however it is, things are going on in our life, where we're talking about everything about elderly people and dealing with different things that are going on with families, us personally, and then how we view certain things in the world. At no point do we try to demean, degrade, or diminish anyone out there. So if it comes off that way, that's not the intent. It's just really one of those things where we're talking about it as freely as possible. We hope everybody enjoys it. We hope everybody's having a great time. And we hope that our listenership, I think that's the right word, continues to grow as we bring as best content as we can. So here's our latest episode. Hope you all enjoy. Thanks. Yo. Oh, damn it. Oh, damn it. Yo. Maybe she's on mute. Oh,
Wait,
wait.
wait a second. Hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a genius. Thank you for talking me through that.
Yeah. 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 That's, crisis hotline. I'll talk you through anything.
Yeah,
Right
you
now,
got nothing. A radio silence on the other end.
right now, you're feeling like, I get it. You're feeling like you're on mute. That's because you are.
I'm like, ooh,
Click that mute button.
let me check.
Now people can hear you say your voice. Now people can hear you. Now you speak your mind.
Speaking of, can we take about 5-10 minutes just to get caught up on the week with each other?
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
you go first because I'm a hot mess.
okay, cool. Well, we're going to start this week off with a recap of our week as we enter in the part two of this episode. But before we get into it, just in case this is your first time, this is the Dinosaur and the Dude podcast where we talk about everything from the elderly, medications, addictions, wellness, mental health, our own thoughts about different things from prepping to today, aliens, how we feel things are going on in our life. And we're just going to do a now after that, after the old intro, she's the dinosaur, I'm the dude. We're going to go
That's me.
into basically cleansing ourselves by talking about our week. And so, um, so yeah,
I got a lot to unpack, so I'm going to need to hear about yours.
For those that don't know, we tend to record at least one episode a week. So there's like a week of us working on the content or that. So now we're catching up. This week, much of the same. Things are still going as as well as possible. I think I turned a corner in regards to me just really focusing on stuff that I wanted to go ahead and get done and wanted to just do for myself, and
That's great.
go back into really getting super crazy about achieving the goals that everyone else feels is highly unobtainable, but I'll be damned if I cave to that kind of thing. So I've just really been focused on that. Really
Does
been,
that have to do with overseas?
yeah.
I knew that you would do it.
Well,
I've been your biggest cheerleaders.
I know.
For a long time.
Then we'll have to do a not podcast call just to help rah me into constantly doing it, because
You got this.
I found that there's a lot of people that want you to just
give up on shit. And they don't necessarily say it that
Shitty.
way. They don't necessarily say it that way, but their mindset is so small that they don't really want or see why you want to continue doing what you do. And it's sort of like if you don't talk about it, then they're sort of silently hoping that you've given up on it. And then when you mention like, no, I haven't, it's like, oh, really? Wow.
You're still hanging on to that dream, huh?
Yeah. So it's been a little
God.
revelation there.
People suck.
So yeah, it's that. So that's kind of it. But like I said, we can talk off podcast. I don't know if that's a term, but I just used it.
Pod.
Yeah, off pod.
Off pod.
There we go.
If it's not, it is now.
Yeah, we could talk off pod about that. Now, you got a lot to unpack, so go right ahead. Lay it on me.
Oh, Lord God, where to start? So,
it's got to be good when you start off with Lord God.
Because we
all know
I'm devout here, obviously.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't even know where to begin. I'm just going to start going. Did you know that I hurt my heel on a hike?
No,
Okay,
I didn't.
Well, I thought I broke my foot.
Okay.
I went to the doctor. They said it wasn't broken, but here we are 4 weeks later, and it's still, I'm limping like a sad, pathetic dog.
Wow.
And so I have an appointment with the podiatrist, and they're going to have to remove some heel spurs, which apparently is what's causing the problem. Who knew?
Jesus.
So,
okay.
There's that. I got freaking called for jury duty today. I just got that today.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you got the jury duty, right?
So I don't know if, I don't care if people know how old I am. I'm 45 years old, and I've managed to go my entire life without jury duty.
Really?
Now, these bitches want to try to make me fucking cranky. I'll be like, they're guilty. Yeah, that's my vote. They're guilty. And they're going to be like, we're going to see you next time then, huh?
Yeah, I have a feeling you're going to get out of that, though.
Ooh, so much attitude's going to be flung. Don't make me sit there and wait all freaking morning to tell me that I can go home.
Yeah, they will. That's what they did to me. And then I actually got, and it sounds like, oh, it's your civic duty. I actually got stuck. I'm just going to say it that way. I got stuck.
You said duty.
Right. I mean, if they more then maybe it would be a. But yeah, I got stuck with jury duty one time, and they fucked around and made me the I don't know what the term is. That's how stupid it is that they chose me, like the foreman or the person that's the main representative of the jury. Like the rest of the jury fucked around. It's like, no, we want you to do it. Oh boy, you all just fucked up. We're about to come to a decision real quick. So that's another story. Maybe we'll squeeze that into another podcast. So, and anyway, you're on jury duty. Wow.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go in there and scream and run OJ. You know.
Yeah. No. Okay. So here's how I got out of my two, and maybe that'll help you. Like, if the lawyer, the first one was a drunk driver, and he was like a multiple offender, and his lawyer, is trying to find a jury that's going to be a little more sympathetic to him. And then it's like, so does anybody have a problem with it was such a stupid question.
Right. Does anybody have a problem with drunk driving? Nah, we all think it's cool.
Yeah.
You know what?
Does anybody have a problem with people that drive while intoxicated or drunk? And it's like,
is this a trick question?
I raised my hand. I was like a drunk driver? It's like, yes. Do you have a problem with that? I was like, yes, I do. Do you have a problem with people that drink heavily? Yes, I do.
Yes, I do. Very much so.
Do you feel like that would be in the background of your decision towards my client?
It's probably going to be in the front ground.
I was like, yeah, highly likely, especially if he's a repeat offender. If this is his third, I mean, that they know of. This was his third wreck while driving while intoxicated.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I have a problem with that. And it doesn't help that I have a previous history with alcohol abuse, drunk driving, and the like. That's going to skew it too, because I feel a certain kind of way about that.
Well, maybe I'll get lucky and this will be a drunk driver.
So, no, it was. That was. Yeah, exactly.
I have very little patience for people that.
Oh man, it was good. It was well. Thank you for your time and coming out to assume your duty. But you're dismissed. Cool. Bye.
Later. I'm gonna go slam some beer and get on the highway.
Yeah, that dude's about to be guilty if you put me on the jury.
For sure. So okay, there was that. But so my company that I work in my real full-time job, I'm not actually. I'm not a dinosaur full-time paid.
Yeah.
That's just kind of the way I feel sometimes. Like I feel big and oafy and like I kind of roar a lot. Roar, I guess you should say.
I get it.
But in my full-time job, my position I think is growing and they hired someone in to help me. And so I've had this person this week and I'm so glad. She's a joy to be around. She's got a brain, she's competent, she's awesome and amazing. She far outshines the lady that was hired a week before her.
Okay.
Who is well, she's had some stuff go on in her life and she needs everybody to know about it. She's on her 4th heart bypass. I mean, not bypass, pacemaker.
Wait.
She's on her 4th pacemaker. They gave her 3 human hearts. All of those failed. And then they put her on a pacemaker and her body relies on that to pump her blood so that she can stay alive. Now, she still smokes.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
where you have the ability to get transplants, but I thought that was something that you had to. I mean, anybody can lie.
I doubt very seriously that they know that she smokes.
Yeah, anybody can lie and say, "Oh no, I don't drink. I don't smoke."
They can test you for nicotine.
Sure, I mean they can run all that they want, but
I mean it's exhausting. I was so beat down. And tomorrow I'm working from home, and the my new partner is on vacation, or she's already taken a day off, which I was like, that a girl.
Yeah.
You do it, man.
Yeah.
So
now, I thought you were about to tell me that the chick like farts, like she has uncontrollable flatulence.
No, that would be good. If that would happen, if she could just shut her mouth and air it out of her ass,
no,
that would be great.
No, you clearly haven't worked with someone that has uncontrollable flatulence. I have
like a butt disorder.
No, just like, hey. So what I was thinking was we could go out and while we're doing the interviews, we could yes. Now I'll keep talking. You keep making the sounds, but it's me farting, right? So here's the presentation. I want to go ahead and look at this chart right here. If we could go ahead and just here's where we were last year. Here's the growth that we're looking at this year. So as you can see, I mean, this chick, no stop, no pause, no excuse me, no. Oh my God,
like a dude, like with a white beard and mustard
no, it was a chick, and she would walk into and she would walk in and just let it go and keep acting like nothing happened.
Keep that system moving.
Like nothing happened.
We're not going to try to stifle the goodness.
It was to the point that the company waived its rules in the department to allow for people to have lit scented candles at their desk to keep from smelling.
A fire hazard.
Yeah, they were like, okay,
one.
we understand, but in order to, and they couldn't fire her or get rid of her or move her into another department because she dangled it over her head. Hey, this is a disability. You can't move me. Are you moving me because? Are you moving me because of my uncontrollable flatulence? I can't. It's uncontrollable. It's in the name. That's a disability. You can't You can't move me. You can't fire me. You can't put me on. You can't lay me off. You can't do anything. And that
My
she
God,
wrote,
what an
she,
asshole!
she,
Seriously.
yeah, she wrote that to where people were moving out of the department and wanting, and it's like literally spraying air fresheners in her cube to
Oh
keep the
God.
scent from coming over. And there was nothing that management could do. So at least you don't have that.
Yeah, that's true. I would have put her in containment, like just poly all around her,
Like
and
you
just
get your
let
own,
her stay
you
in
just give
her
her
art
own
cloud.
office. Yeah, you give her own office, and but that was the thing. She would be around other people, and it was just fair game. It was fair fucking game.
Okay, well, maybe you're
So
right, but
you
I had to
got the
learn all about this
broken,
lady's
yeah.
whatever. So anyway,
You
there's
got the
that.
broken heel. You got
Yep.
the lady with the 4 or 5 hearts. You got and you got jury duty.
Jury duty. Yep. And I did a big thing. I did a super big thing. 2 big things.
Okay.
The first thing is I had coffee with my mom.
Word.
Yeah. It was great. Until it wasn't.
God, I heard it when you said it was great. Like you pronounced every letter. It was great.
Great. Until it was not great.
Until it wasn't. All right, here we go. Lay it on me.
She said that her grandson, aka my son, came
Yeah.
to visit her.
Yeah.
And she just wants to tell, she was very, I thought very hateful, and it was distasteful for her to insert her opinion where it was not needed.
Okay.
So,
Why do people
yeah,
do that?
she got super hateful for just a few seconds, for a few minutes.
That's
And
all
she
it
was like,
takes.
and I'm not afraid to say it. I was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, when people do that, when people say that, it's sort of like, it's right up there with no offense, but it's like, I'm not afraid to say this. I'm just going to go ahead and say this.
Yeah.
Or when they bring a deity into it. The Lord has put this on my heart, and I'm going to go ahead and say
what
it.
she did.
You
Oh my
know
God.
what?
That
You
is
know
exactly
what?
what she did. She goes, and you know that the Lord says that you should not judge. And I'm thinking,
Oh my God.
that's exactly what you're doing to me.
But I was going to say, but here we are. Here we are.
Praise
Here's what
me.
we're, yeah,
You know.
here's what you're doing. God.
So, yes. Yeah,
Wow.
she brought him
So-
into it, or her into it, I should say. But so the second big thing that I did, I don't know that I'll be having a coffee date anytime soon with her. And I
No.
think the holidays down on low key.
Yeah.
Like I don't exist.
Yeah.
So, well, I started a business venture before my dad passed away. And then right as I was starting, he passed, and it was just no go. I finally picked it back up, and it was a huge step. So that's a big win.
Nice.
I don't know. That's it for me.
Okay. Well, cool. I mean,
Now tell me all about dinosaurs. I mean, no, aliens. Oh, and dinosaurs. I'm so excited.
we just go right into it. Well, let's get
Rip the Band-Aid off. Come on. Hello. If you can hear me now, you need to not mute yourself. Are you serious with me? Dude! Oh no. I lost you. Where did you go? Ay, ay, ay. What is happening? Hello? Dude.
Hey everyone, this is the dude from the Dinosaur and the Dude podcast. I want to tell you about an amazing product from an also amazing brand named Bobby Rapscallion. They put out fantastic CBD products, very high potency premium products of gummies and oils, all of which, at this point in time, all of which are broad spectrum, which means there's no THC in it. So if you're a professional or someone that has to worry about random drug tests wherever you work, you don't have to worry about this THC lingering in the background. Is it going to show up in the piss test or not? Because they have no THC in there. So you only get the benefit of the CBD. You're nothing to worry about in regards to THC. So if you're allergic to it or you don't want to worry about it, highly recommend Bobby Rapscallion. You can find them at bobbyrapscallion.com. That's bobbyrapscallion.com. All right, back to the episode.
Dude.
Okay, wait. Okay, so my phone kind of cropped the bed, but the magic of it was that it was still recording you.
That needs to be like edited out and like made in like a ringtone.
Oh my God, the state of anxiety of like, where'd you go? This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. Okay, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I was rolling around on the floor because I was kind of trying to roll a knot out of my shoulder at the same time on with
multitasking, and it'll kick your ass every time.
Yeah, with a foam roller, so I think I got a little overexcited. Okay, so I don't know exactly where it shut off, but I'll try and go back through what I was saying in regards to aliens, and because I thought like, oh, she put herself on mute and she's just like soaking the cell up, and when I say, hey, you there? He's like, what? Oh shit. Okay, so where we were last time was that we were talking about Nazca lines and
mountains,
the surfing in the mountain and everything. We have all these things that are just so unexplainable. There's nothing left behind that really lets us know, hey, this is what we were using this for. We lit this serpent on the mountain so that we could communicate with this. We don't know what this is that was involved, nor do we know how the hell did they get all the pyramids lined up and built the way they did, and the speculations of how they went about bringing all that stone. And there's more and more things where we notice that, okay, there's extraterrestrial involvement, or there's things that kind of sort of lean heavily towards extraterrestrials, even in sculptures, with the astronaut sculpture that people were like, hey,
right,
that's an astronaut, that's a spacesuit. Why is that a spacesuit? But this was built way back before anything space oriented was done, and there's still no explanation for that. So
there's an explanation.
Well, right, there's an explanation, but there's nothing really like concrete that's left behind. Why did you make this giant spider on this mountainside that has holes in it that you can light, as if you're projecting it out into space? Why? Was it to communicate with gods? What are gods? Why does it sound weird?
Why would that even work? Because
why would it work? What is it for? There's a lot of questions, and there's nothing that gives answers, because in that particular point of time, there was no explanation needed to be given, because it was the answer, the reason was so apparent. It's like, why do we do the things that we do now? There's very little explanation for that.
But
because
what did they think it would have made it to space? A candle.
Exactly. Or was there something that wasn't necessarily in space, but it was high enough for it to be for it to receive the message or be seen? If so, what was that? There's nothing that gives a definitive answer to that. So again, speculation, assumption, and that's where it leaves a really, really nice opening for aliens, UFOs, ETs, and other conspiracies surrounding them to fly on in. Crop circles for that matter. Who the fuck is doing that? And then, what muddies the water a little bit is when you realize, oh, there are people out there, that are doing it. There's some just crazy Amish that decided, let's fucking do some shit. Who knows?
Let's build something in one day.
Right. But here's the thing, been milking for a week. My theory on aliens. I've always thought aliens were people, us, humans, that have figured out a way to go back in time and look at shit like they would a zoo. Just to see, this is how it was during that time.
Interesting.
But we're so evolved that we can't recognize ourselves. And so they're alien. Like everything that we need or use or feel like is necessary, it's not anymore at the time period or the dimension in which they exist. And maybe it's a little far-fetched to say it's human, but it's a being that really relates to us. I'll put it that way. Otherwise, there wouldn't be that much interest. Like we're really not giving a damn about hippos past what we relate with hippos. And we're really not giving a damn about fish other than a food source, unless we see one that's a little bit more intelligent. But for some reason, people are getting abducted by aliens and then put back after being checked out. And it's kind of sort of the same thing done with fish, and it's kind of sort of the same thing done with hippos and apes and whatnot. But for people to say they've been impregnated and the baby was taken out, and now there's these hybrids and this and that, it seems like it's a little bit more going on than just idle watching. It's almost like there's a vested interest in the progression, and then when there's a need, there's a stepping in to push things along, advance things. I just don't think we have the comprehension to know what it's all about at this point. I don't think
100% agree.
I don't think that we have, because other people argue, well, you can't go back in time like that. I mean, because
time travel's a thing.
Yeah, don't even get me started on time travel.
Right.
That's like my biggest, that's my most favorite genre of film. And so the whole concept with that is like, okay, time travel is possible, but time travel is basically you stake it. So by that I mean, if I can't go back in time unless it's staked in the timeline. So if I create a time machine, at the moment I create the time machine, I'm able to go back to that time. I can't go back beyond where the time machine was created. I can only go back to where I create the point and staking in time that I can go back to. But the problem with that is, a lot of people don't think about the problem with that, is that if you go back in time, time still continues in the time period that you left.
Right.
So really, you going back in time is just setting up more so of a duplicate of time as opposed to time stopping and waiting for you to get back to where you came from. It doesn't really work like that. That means all existence stops because you just decided to unplug yourself from it and go back. So there's a lot of that. And so for that conundrum to be there, that means we can't understand that completely. And plus people say, oh, the power source that you have to have in order to go back time. Okay, we haven't discovered, I mean, there's power sources that we have now that we sure as shit didn't know about in the 1400s.
True.
So for me, it is a thing of where if we are capable of doing things now that are that far off from the cave drawings of the past, what says that we are not able to go back in time and look at things in crafts that have different propulsions than we have now? We look differently, we act differently, we speak differently. So I don't know, maybe it's a little far-fetched in regards to being humans specifically, but it's definitely related to humans. And the relation is what spawns the interest. Because otherwise, why would you go back? I mean, I'm trying to remember who brought up I think it was Neil deGrasse Tyson. And
I love that. I love that.
People can say, yeah, I love him, I hate him, he's annoying, he's whatever. He had a very good point in regards to people who are like, well, why don't they talk to us? Why don't aliens talk to us or pick us up or this or that? And he's like, why would they? We're blithering idiots compared to them.
Well, I was thinking if time travel come into play with aliens, I don't know if they coexist, but maybe the time travelers went into the future, or maybe the aliens that we're seeing are future or time travelers from the future, I should say.
Yeah. No. Yeah, no, that's a good assumption. I mean, like Tyson's whole thing was if we take the rough genetic math and say that apes are 1% off from us, they're one chromosome off from us, from humans.
Right.
Look how much difference that is from that one off. If we're one off from aliens, why would they bother to communicate? I mean, it's the same thing. It's the same way we would look at it. It's the same way we would look at apes. It's the same way we would look at chimps. It's just like, all right, we could dress it up. It's going to poop in its diaper and it goes a little crazy and it flails about, but it has no technology like we do. It has no means of civilization like we do. It has no understanding of time and cosmos and space travel like we do.
But maybe what we have as space travel doesn't even just take any part of it.
Yeah, it's so to the point is that if we're one off in that degree compared to an alien, they're not going to see us on the same level as them anyway. So the interaction, the talking, the discussion, we're going to fly down and have a diplomat discuss with these people on this planet. Hey, we're extraterrestrials from this planet you can't even fucking see on your measly telescopes. And we fly back and forth under a technology that you can't comprehend right now with a propulsion system you sure as shit can't comprehend. And we really don't have the time to explain it to you because you're not going to get it. But we do come here often just to see how this ant farm works. Just to see how you guys. Let's go see if they're dead yet. Nope, they're still alive. Wow, check them out. Look at that.
I wonder if they can comprehend what we are doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they just look at us and they're like, what in the fuck are these people doing?
Language goes the same way, right? But going back to what I was saying before, something seemed to have happened early on in civilizations past, that there was more of an interaction with something that was very smart, very intelligent, and then it got bored and left.
Well, or maybe the people didn't try to stifle the fact that they existed in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, but it seems like there was interaction. When you look at the histories that were collected from Aztecs and Nazca and
right, but what I'm saying is maybe it was okay for them to talk about it and acknowledge it, and they just saw it as a god or something.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was saying. That's what I was saying earlier. It's like there was no need to explain it. It was understood.
Right.
Right. Egyptians got it. Nazca got it. Aztecs got it. And the thing that I bring those up for, those are the ones that we know of that. Why'd they all have pyramids? They weren't even on the same continent.
Oh yeah.
They all have pyramids. And so they wouldn't have interacted with each other, but they all came to the same conclusion that this type of structure was necessary.
Wow.
That's the thing that it's no people are coming to that conclusion without interacting in some sort of way, either by direct contact. Aztecs and Egyptians are hanging out and swapping archaeological and architectural different things to do, or there's someone instructing or something instructing.
Right, there has to be a common denominator.
There has to be something that's transferring this knowledge. And that's the thing that gets kind of erased. Like, we have these structures that we can see the results, but how these results were gained, how are they moving these huge stones, that we can't even figure out that now with our quote unquote advanced technology. We still can't figure out how they got the pyramids exactly the way they did, with those stones exactly the way they are. Solid stones. How the fuck did you do that?
Right.
Without any machinery, without any lasers, without any kind of lasers, yeah, without any kind of shit that we have now.
I'm sorry, my allergies are just kicking my ass all of a sudden.
So that's where I fall back on. Okay, there's more to aliens than that, and I really think that they have an affinity towards us that's a little bit it's a little too established. If you just didn't give a shit and you were passing by on the outer rim of the cosmos, yeah, let's just check that planet out. Seems got some people. Oh, okay, cool. But it's apparently the same types of UFOs and extraterrestrials that are coming by. And so maybe it's super in the future beings that we relate with. The concept is once we populate other planets, we start to evolve to be more, evolving to adapt to living on that planet. So
check this out.
Yeah.
If they come and visit us to see how we're doing and see how far we've come along, do you think that they also go to other what we would call alien species that are different from them to see how they're doing?
I wouldn't be. I mean, I can only assume. I think that
Like if they're measuring us up.
Yeah, it's like comparing all the kids in class. Like, okay, let's go check out this planet. Nope, still dumb as shit. Let's go to the next planet. You know, like the smart kids corner of the cosmos that we don't know about. And I mean, we're definitely not. I don't think we're definitely in the corner because there's no other planet around us. We're definitely the kid in the corner that's been acting up and needs to be over here. I think that there's more out there than we can comprehend.
So what do you think about the dark side of the moon?
I wouldn't. Yeah, that came up in last time conversation. I think that whole moon thing is real fishy to me.
Is it? Because I'm pretty sure that they were there.
That who were there?
Americans.
Well, I'm not saying, okay, let me explain fishy.
I don't think that it's a fakery.
Okay, so yeah, if we, yeah, the whole landing, that's a whole nother conspiracy thing. And yeah, I've had people on the inside that are like, yeah, that was kind of filmed. Okay. And I kind of give them a little bit more of a grain of salt because they were in a position to know, and I don't want to tell them they're completely full of shit, but because the thing that kind of backs up their statement is look at us. Look at people. Okay. Why have we only been there once?
Yeah.
That's a hard thing for people to answer. It's a really hard thing for people to answer. And that's the fishy stuff I'm talking about. I'm not gonna debate whether we went or not. We've only been once, and we clearly have the technology to go and the means to go multiple times, but we only went once, and we only went once to walk around, collect shit, and then peace out. Put a flag down. Peace out.
Right.
And so the dark moon theory to it is we got there and realized, oh fuck, there's a whole nother civilization on the other side of the moon, and we can't see it.
We weren't invited.
And they were really, really, really fucking close, backyard close, and they have been on this side of the moon because they know we can't see them, but they can come out, and we zip away in our awesome spaceships that they can't track anyway.
So what needs to happen? Do I need to give somebody a fucking flashlight and just send them up there?
No, I think that the big conspiracy is there's some sort of lost tape, or they went into radio silence when they got to a certain part of the moon, and then there was some sort of blank time. And the theory is they went to the dark side of the moon to basically say, okay, we'll be cool if you guys be cool, and we'll never trespass into your place. Okay, cool. We're good. All right, great. And we want, and so that after that took place, then radio came back on. Hey, we're fine. Had a radio difficulty, and we've never been back since.
I wonder what people that are listening to this think.
Oh yeah, but we're going to Mars. Like, we're going to go to Mars and populate Mars.
We accomplished the moon. That was our conquest. And
but
now we're going to bigger.
Right, okay, but we're going to populate Mars. We're going to go to some place that takes years to get to, but not the shit that's right there. And don't even talk about the ocean. Like, we don't even.
I was just thinking that.
We don't even fully have the ocean and the bottom of the ocean mapped out. But
we should not fuck with the ocean, and we shouldn't fuck with the moon because the moon pulls on the ocean.
So, but that's how it's like these two things tie together, and these are the two things that we do the least exploration on. So let's go to
Has anybody else been to the moon? They haven't, right?
Other countries have sent their little representative. But okay, cool. We're all playing tag with the moon. I touched it. I touched it too. Hey, me too. I touched it. Awesome. Yeah. But no one's populated that bitch. No one
I wonder
is.
if there's other video. If there's video of other countries.
There's like, okay, cool. I guess there's a thing like you were mentioning the last week with part 1. Like other countries know, but they don't want to say anything about the aliens. Like other countries that have the capabilities of going to the moon haven't. It's not even a US thing. There's like other countries that have the ability to go to the moon, or maybe they don't. None of them have worked towards getting the ability to go to the moon and populating it. We're all just, we have an international space station orbiting the planet, but they decided to build that instead of doing anything on the moon. We're going to go to Mars and populate that.
Yeah, I wonder what that is.
That's the big thing. Is like, that's why it makes it really hard to refute aliens in general, different aspects of alien interaction. It makes it really hard when you have these unanswered moments in time or periods in which you're like, hey, it's right there. Why don't we do it? And no one is like, no, don't. And then you look at video. Yeah, you look at video and it's like, well, why didn't we? No, nope. And then you got people that say, hey, the moon rings, because one time so apparently the moon was hit one time and it gone, like it was hollow. And so now people are saying, yeah, the moon is hollow, it's a satellite. And if it's a satellite, then a satellite for who? So it's things like that. It just makes it.
That's going deep, isn't it?
Yeah, and so when I bring these things up, people don't have answers for it, and they're like, "Okay, you're right. That shit. Okay, I believe in aliens now." It's like I'm not trying to make somebody a believer. I'm just putting it to them. Like, have you ever thought of this? Have you ever thought of this? Why was Atlantis a thing? And then people can't find it, but we are cool with finding the Titanic. But we can't find an entire civilization.
There's been a couple of civilizations that left or that have disappeared.
Yeah.
And what's up with the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah, so that's like
why is it a triangle? Because that's very similar to a pyramid.
Yeah. That's been a thing thrown about as well. And they've talked about how it's like convergence of magnetic fields and all this kind of stuff. But yeah, why does it make a triangle? It's just a lot of things like that just they don't really have explanations. And when you don't have explanations, you either get really religious or you get quote unquote crazy, because you're talking about things that are not, you're talking about aliens, you're talking about people from another planet. If so, okay, what planet are you talking about? Way out there? How? Like Andromeda. There's no way. Okay.
Well, there could be wormholes.
What if there's a way that we just don't comprehend? We're the smartest beings on the planet. Yeah, that's why I'm talking about people that's not on this planet. So
we think that we're the smartest.
God, we think
there could be some amoeba that's way smarter than us. They just haven't been challenged.
So that's the big thing. We think we're the smartest, but we can't explain the pyramids. We think we're the smartest, but we can't understand how Atlantis was around. We think we're the smartest, but we can't make hanging gardens anymore. So it's a lot of things that we think and we can rest back on. Look at our cities, look at our inventions, look at the light bulb, look at this, look at that. And that's cool. That's great. We do have flying craft and we have all these great things. The Egyptians had none of that shit. So what the fuck? they had that shit and we still can't do what they did.
I'm curious to see if they're ever just going to be like, you know what, here's the evidence and y'all make your own decisions. And then it's just known that they're real.
It's just, it's an interesting thing when you sit back and think about it. Like, why and how was that a concept? And that concept was verified and acted on and built multiple times and built in multiple locations around the world, and they all line up with the stars. They all face true north, south, east, and west. They're not just thrown about like people would in a way that they don't give a fuck. They're not thrown, they have a particular and specific place. So you're telling me that people without any telescopes and without any means of etching did that. They did that with their hands. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Sure.
I can't even put a pot together. What are you talking about? So that's my thing. It's like it's a lot of unknowns with that. And
that's true, but it's great food for thought.
Yeah, I just don't know what I don't know. I don't think we can handle it. I don't think we can handle it because we're so assuming that life and intelligence
revolve around us.
And a being is within our parameters of thought. Right. Exactly. We are sort of like, okay, if there's a being in space, it must be like us in this way. And if it's not, then that's crazy. It can't be, that's crazy.
Well, maybe.
Have you ever watched, huh?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying, have you ever watched Contact?
Yes.
Yes. Contact with Amy Adams? God, I love her.
Amy Adams, who's that?
I'm thinking of a different movie. Hold on. It's not, it is, is it Contact? It's not Contact. What the fuck is the name of that movie?
Is it Amy Adams?
Yeah, Amy Adams is in it, though.
She is?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Are you sure?
I think there's
Leap Year, there's Nocturnal Animals.
No. I think I'm thinking of
Arrival.
Yeah, that's it. Contact was one with Jodie Foster in it.
Okay.
Love her. But yeah, Arrival. Have you seen that? Have you seen Arrival?
No, but now I'll have to watch it.
Yeah. That shit right there kind of sums up a lot of the stuff that I touched on.
Huh.
And it's
Y'all, I'm so sorry. I'm allergic to the state that I live in.
No, we started talking about aliens and it's like, oh, we got to throw one of them off. And the alien just came through and, tickled your nose.
At least it wasn't my butt.
Right. So you were saying something though. You had a thought.
Yeah, and it's gone. That happens. It just poof, it's gone.
So I think that for me, that's what I think about a lot with aliens and extraterrestrials and life on other planets and things of that nature, because it really is something that super interesting. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot that we don't know. We have no.
It's probably for the best, though, that we don't know all of it.
Yeah. So I think that I think you're right. I think maybe there was a reset. Like we were big, we were huge, we had full understanding of things that would just blow our mind and give us diarrhea just at the thought of it. And then,
man, you make it sound good.
Something happened, and there was a reset, and we had to start all over.
That would make sense of the Mayans.
Some of these people left, and some of these people kind of still have we fucking had to hit the reset button. And so they come back every once in a while and say, are they getting close to where we were before? I don't know. Well, they're still using things for war. Oh, that sucks. All right, we'll come back later. They leave, and then they come back years later. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, no, they got fighter planes following us. Oh, fuck. All right, they're still...
They still haven't this game plan.
They still haven't figured it out. All right, well, we'll come back and hope for the best later. Because there was major intelligence going on with little tools.
Right.
Before. And now it's a lot of tools. And far more lacking in intelligence now.
Yeah.
Far more. I don't know what happened. And that's part of the reset. I don't know what happened. Nobody knows what happens. Maybe the Big Bang was the reset.
Ooh. You did that. You went there.
You did. And now we're starting all over. And okay, can we get this right this time? And these other dimensional beings are just checking us out. Like, okay, great. Fuck, no, they don't. I watched this documentary. Well, was it a documentary? It was scientist was explaining.
No, it was real.
It was real. It was a real scientist explaining dimensions.
Okay.
It's like, okay, we know what one dimension is. We know what two dimension is. And he was doing it with paper. It's like, okay, this is 2D. Now I'm drawing. This is a stick figure on it. This is a 2D image on this paper. And now if we lift this paper up, it's now a 3-dimensional. It has the 3 dimensions, height, width, time, weight.
Do you think there's a 4th and a 5th dimension?
That's what he started explaining.
Like we're not there yet?
Right. That's what he started explaining was like, if you are of this dimension, you really don't have comprehension of the other dimensions unless you're seeing that occur from that other dimension. But even then, you're only witnessing it from the perspective of the dimension you're in. I'll have to find it and send you a link to it because
maybe you can post it on our socials as well, so that when people listen, then they can go and find it. Also, I think it would be a really good idea for them to email us and tell us what they think about
Good segue. Yes. Yeah, definitely. We want to know what people feel about what they think about aliens. So on the podcast, each one of them, there is a feature where people can they can directly talk to us. They can leave messages and whatnot, and we'd love to know what people are thinking in regards. Yeah, I mean, it'd be really, really awesome to hear what it is that they got going on in their heads. Like, okay, you guys are crazy. You guys have great ideas about this, that, or the other, because that's what we're about. Now, the thing that I don't get, and if somebody has information on this one too, please let us know. I just think that I don't know when we'll get to a point where we can communicate with aliens.
Yeah, they may be too intelligent for us.
Okay, here's the thing I'll put to you, and like we were saying, if anybody wants to tweet to us or whenever they get the full social media stuff up, drop
We've
a comment.
email, we've got
email.
we've got Anchor, we've got Twitter, we've got Facebook, Instagram.
You could put well, we're getting Facebook and Instagram. That's kind of weird. I'll talk to you about it later.
Oh, okay. My bad.
But they can leave messages on our podcast, and for sure we're gonna fucking respond or listen to all of them. There's even a part where you could do a voice message to us. Yeah. So that'd be kind of interesting.
I think this is what needs to happen. We just need to welcome it, and we need everybody to tell us what they think, and we're going to solve the problems of the world.
Yeah, or at least entertain them.
Yeah, so maybe that's the secret.
So, what do you think is the thing that will be like, this is definitive? Like, what do you think? Like, we've sent radio waves out.
I think that once that Denver airport opens up, that's going to be the thing.
So I mean, like we've sent waves out. We've sent music. We've sent satellites that Voyager's beyond. We it's gone out so far that if we hear something back, it's going to be amazing.
Would we be able to recognize it or hear that frequency?
That's what I'm saying. What would be the thing? Which I think that's what Contact was about. Now that I think about it, but what would be the thing that would make it irrefutable for you? And then, what do you think would be the thing? And it might be the same thing. If it is, what do you think? So, what would be the thing that's irrefutable to you? And what do you think would be the thing that would be irrefutable to the world?
Oof. I don't know. I have the brain power for that right now.
Mm-hmm. So
I can think about it.
So, okay. Then I'll just keep giving you movie homework. So you have Arrival.
Okay. Yeah, give me 3 of them.
Arrival.
And then we got to wrap this up.
Oh, okay. Arrival.
Okay.
District 9.
District 9. I'm writing it down.
Third one? I'll text you the third. Contact. Yeah, I don't know. Contact. I don't know. The third one, I'll have to. I don't know if the third one's Contact. I'll text you for sure. But in any case, we'd be really interested to know what our listeners would feel would be irrefutable. Like, if this particular thing were to happen, what would be the particular thing that would have to happen for people to say, okay, I'm in. Aliens are real. This shit, you can't deny this now. Okay, there it is. Okay.
I think we already have it.
Got it. I don't think so. I think people are still. I think some people have to have it to where it's almost like aliens have to be on the level of Jehovah's Witness and go door to door. Hey, we're from Pluto, and we wanted to just come to you and bring the word of Plutonians and let you know we're real. It has to be something to that level.
And we're nice.
It has to be something to that level because
you're good.
Yeah, immediately people think aliens come, we're being invaded. Aliens come, we're being wiped out. It's no cohabitation at all possible with that. And so what would be the thing that make people go, they're real, we're dumb, and we need to just recognize that. So there you go. that's that.
Yeah, that's a whole lot to unpack.
That's the conclusion of our alien episode. Before we go, I want to thank everyone in Texas. That's Arlington, Houston, Dallas, and Irving. Everyone in Brooklyn, New York. Everyone in
specific places.
Yeah, Ile-de-France in France, and everyone in Bad, Switzerland. These places. Yeah, these places, people are listening to our episode.
Speak up and say hello.
Yeah, so
we
thanks.
Could be friends.
Right. Thanks to everyone on there. You're listening to us on Anchor and Spotify and your web browser and Alexa. So for everybody that's listening to us, Alexa, turn on the AC. Just to,
People are like, cancel.
Damn it. The end of the show? Yeah, I did. So yeah, thanks everybody for listening. We're just trying to grow, and it's always cool to see people from other cities and countries listening to us. We've got 100% listenership on the planet Earth. So,
if you're listening from farther away than that, then you just let us know.
It was
take it as face value.
Actually, Anchor has the ability to tell us.
Well, then there you go.
Earth, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. And so far, those are all 0%. So hopefully,
those are really options.
Yeah, they hopefully we get some listenership on Pluto, because Pluto, I still believe in you as being a planet.
Me too. You can't do that. That's bad. That's bad.
That's humans, right? We're so in the know and capable. We're gonna tell planet. We're gonna tell some celestial being. Yeah, you're not a planet.
No, not anymore. We changed our mind about it.
We are gonna demote you from planet and just make you a big ass rock. And it doesn't sound as sexy as planet, but whatever. So yes, thanks to everybody for listening. And thank you all for continuing listening. We're wanting to get our listenership up, and the podcast.
And share your
send them with your friends. Whether you're on Amazon, Castbox, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, or Spotify, Anchor, we're everywhere, and we love to hear from you. So leave us a message. Check out our Twitter page. We send out messages from time to time with questions and polls, and we're going to put one out soon about this whole alien thing. What would be the definitive thing that could happen that will make you believe in aliens if you don't already believe in aliens?
So that engage with us so that we can engage with you.
So that's it from all of us. This is the Dinosaur and the Dude podcast. She's the dinosaur. I'm the dude. And we're still going to be working towards giving you the best we can of the podcast with the shittiest audio, best, most amazing content ever. As tonight show proved, I just totally lost audio. So
I can't wait to hear what I was saying, because I have no idea.
It was awesome, because I was like, she cares so deeply.
I do.
And I was like, I didn't even know I went silent. I was just talking away. I was like, yeah. So you know what I mean? I blew her mind. Wow.
I was like, I've been abandoned.
It's gone. What happened? And then the first thing I said is like, I hope I collected that. And then I hear you. Where'd you go? Are you okay? Where'd you go? This is awesome. All right. Well, get some rest after this awesome week, and
an allergy pill.
Yeah, an allergy pill, right? And I'll hit you up later, and I can use some of your cheerleading. So
definitely, you got it.
All right, everyone. Thanks again for listening, and we love you all. Hope to get new content out, and again, contact us and let us know what you think about the podcast. Yeah or nay? Fuck off. Yes. Keep going.
I'll
All right,
cry if somebody says that.
Yeah. I'll be the only one listening to it. She won't hear it. No, she's a wreck. She's going to jury duty.
That's right. Run,
All
OJ.
right. Thanks, everyone.
Later.
Okay, everyone. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for listening. Thanks for giving us your ears. And hopefully you enjoyed our back and forth banter and you'll come back for more. We're going to hopefully we'll have other guests on in the future. But for right now, it's the two of us doing what we do best. Again, the Dinosaur and the Dude, hoping you enjoy each and every episode that we bring to you. And again, have a great time. Have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are. And look forward to putting out a new episode for you all to enjoy. All right. Take care.